From colossal towers that will dwarf today's tallest buildings, to monuments that blend engineering with national pride, the world's tallest skyscrapers are no longer just about office space or luxury apartments. They've become symbols of ambition, powerful statements that entire nations want to carve into the sky. And right now, projects are underway that push the very limits of architecture, some reaching nearly a full kilometer above the Earth. Let's take a journey across the globe to see the tallest towers, currently rising monuments that are rewriting skylines and testing the boundaries of what's possible. 10. Riviera Tower, Greece. When most people picture Greece, they think of whitewashed island homes, temples, and ruins, not towering skyscrapers. But that's about to change. The Riviera Tower is now rising on the site of Athens' former Ellinikon International Airport. At 198 meters tall, it will nearly double the height of Greece's current record holder, Athens Tower 1, which has stood at just 103 meters for over half a century. And here's the kicker. Since 100 meters is no longer even considered a true skyscraper by modern standards, the Riviera Tower will actually be the first genuine skyscraper in Greek history. It's also the centerpiece of the Ellinikon project, Europe's largest urban regeneration effort. But not everyone is celebrating. Apartments inside are priced around $4 million, with almost half already sold to wealthy foreign investors. Critics argue that while Greece faces a housing shortage and construction of affordable homes is slowing, the Riviera Tower caters only to the global elite. The Golden Visa program sweetens the deal for international buyers, though in prime areas like this one, the minimum investment has jumped to over $800,000. Construction is underway, and completion is expected by 2026. But the title of tallest new tower in the Balkans may already be claimed elsewhere. 9. Skyfort, Bulgaria. In Sofia, the Skyfort Tower has already structurally topped out. At 202 meters, it will soon become the tallest building in Bulgaria. Its arch-shaped design resembles a fortress guarding the city as you approach from the southeast. But building tall in Bulgaria comes with a serious challenge: earthquakes. Engineers had to use a seismic-resistant structural system and an ultra-strong C60-grade concrete capable of withstanding 60 megapascals of crushing pressure, more than double the strength of typical building concrete. The facade required two types of glass, one that looks opaque from the outside but offers crystal-clear views from within. Once completed, Skyfort will stand as a symbol of modern engineering in one of Europe's most seismically active regions. 8. The Link, France. Meanwhile, in Paris's La Défense, the Link is reshaping the skyline. Rising to 242 meters, it consists of two towers joined by 30 aerial walkways. But these aren't just sky bridges. They're green terraces filled with gardens floating high above the city. The project is nearing completion and will soon house the headquarters of Total Energies. It's also built with sustainability in mind, with solar panel cladding that allows the building to use 50% less energy than the company's current offices. This isn't just a skyscraper, it's a vertical ecosystem and one of the most complex structures Paris has ever attempted. 7. Sky Tower, Canada. Over in Toronto, a new giant is rising. The Sky Tower at Pinnacle 1 Yonge is set to become Canada's tallest skyscraper, and its developers have been locked in a battle for every meter of height. Initially approved at 345 meters, matching the CN Tower's observation deck height, the developers revised plans in 2024 to stretch the top 15 floors and convert mechanical space into more apartments. The result? a projected final height of 352 meters. Wind dampers were required to stabilize the slender structure, and construction crews had to demolish the historic Toronto Star building while linking the site into Toronto's massive underground path system. By late 2025, the tower had climbed past its 71st floor, with glass walls installed up to the 54th. By year's end, it's expected to top out at 106 floors, reshaping Toronto's skyline with sweeping views of Lake Ontario. 6. Torch Tower, Japan. In Tokyo's Marunouchi district, Japan is building the Torch Tower, set to rise 390 meters, making it the tallest building in the nation when completed in 2028. Tokyo is one of the most earthquake-prone cities in the world, so engineers developed a braced tube system, a flexible skeleton that allows the tower to sway and absorb seismic energy without collapsing. At ground level, a sprawling public plaza with gardens and koi ponds will surround the tower, while the upper floors taper inward, forming the shape of a glowing torch, a symbol of resilience. From the top, visitors will see all the way to Mount Fuji. 5. Tour F, Ivory Coast. Africa's skyline is also about to change forever. In Abidjan, the Tour F is rising to 421 meters, which will make it the tallest building on the continent, surpassing Egypt's record holder. First envisioned in the 1970s, it languished for decades until construction finally began in 2021. Its foundation is anchored on an 80-meter deep support system with a 3.5-meter thick concrete slab. Belgian construction firm Basics is leading the build. But the project highlights Africa's contrasts. While Abidjan is building one of the world's tallest skyscrapers, thousands of residents were displaced from unsafe housing just last year. Completion of Tour F is expected in 2026, marking a new chapter for African architecture. 4. Torre Rise, Mexico. At the base of Mexico's Sierra Madre Mountains, Torre Rise is climbing to 475 meters, taller than the Empire State Building. It will be the tallest building in Latin America. But its journey hasn't been easy. During excavation near the Santa Catarina River, crews ran into unexpected groundwater, stalling work. Then came the water crisis of 2022 to 2023, when Monterrey faced massive shortages. To keep construction going, Cemex had to eliminate the use of potable water in concrete production, ensuring the tower didn't compete with residents for drinking water. Despite these challenges, the project is pressing ahead, with completion expected before the end of the decade. 3. Senna Tower, Brazil. Not to be outdone, Brazil is planning the Senna Tower in Balneário Camboriú, set to rise 554 meters and become the tallest residential tower in the world. Named after Formula One legend Ayrton Senna and designed by his niece, the tower includes a racetrack at its base and a vertical line of lights running to the top, symbolizing Senna's journey from the track to the heavens. To counter fierce coastal winds, engineers will use Latin America's first large-scale tuned mass damper, with expertise pulled from 6 countries, including the designer of New York's One World Trade Center. Construction begins in late 2025, with a timeline of up to 10 years. 2. Legends Tower, USA. Across the ocean, the United States is preparing for an unexpected contender. In Oklahoma City, the Legends Tower is planned to reach 581 meters, making it the tallest building in America. The height is symbolic. 581 meters equals 1,907 feet, marking the year Oklahoma became a state. But building such a giant in Tornado Alley brings extreme risks. Reinforced concrete walls and ultra-strong materials will be required to withstand tornadoes that frequently hit the region. Air traffic is another hurdle. As of late 2024, the FAA still hadn't fully approved the project due to its proximity to flight paths. If construction clears these obstacles, the tower could open by 2030, transforming a city whose tallest current building doesn't even rank among the US top 70. 1. Jeddah Tower, Saudi Arabia. Finally, there's the Jeddah Tower. If completed, it would become the first building in history to cross the 1,000-meter mark, a full kilometer into the sky, nearly 200 meters taller than Dubai's Burj Khalifa. Construction has faced years of delays, from political purges to financial challenges, but in early 2025, work resumed, with concrete reaching the 66th floor by April. Developers aim for completion in 2028, meaning they'll need to finish 91 more floors in just 3 years. Back on board is Prince Al-Walid bin Talal, a key investor previously sidelined in 2017, along with the Saudi bin Laden Group, which was rehired under a $1.9 billion contract. The math is tight, the history is messy. But if Saudi Arabia pulls this off, the Jeddah Tower won't just be another skyscraper. It will be the tallest structure humanity has ever built. These skyscrapers are more than buildings. They're bets on the future. Some will reshape skylines, others may stall forever. But together, they mark the next great leap in humanity's quest to reach higher, faster, and bolder than ever before. If you enjoyed this journey into engineering future, hit like, subscribe, and join us as we uncover more marvels that keep our modern world running.